Okay, so we waited the 3 minutes. Usually when people forget and join late, it's about 3 or 5 minutes. So let's start. First of all, my name is Simon, or Simo for shorts. Some of you guys may know me. I answer probably 30-40% of all the chat requests. And I'm the CTO of SkillPlate. I'm basically the guy in charge of making all your dreams come true. So I manage the development team, and all the development inquiries that you've had over the past, or any sort of issues, bugs, they usually go through me. So on today's session, we're going to focus solely on the website builder, because it's in itself, it's a whole complete other product. So there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot you can get out of it. And in the beginning, at least, it can be a bit complex. But once you get used to it, you'll see that you're basically able to build whatever website you want, whether it's a personal website, selling products, blogs, and so on. I'm going to show you. Dimitar showed in the last webinar, but we're going to briefly go through this also on how to actually create a blog, because we've been getting a lot of questions regarding this. So now I'm going to basically share my screen, and I'm going to walk you through how to use the website builder and build the amazing website you need to sell your products. So I've created a brand new account here. And first of all, I want to start with the two types, let's say, of websites you can have on SkillPlate. So most of you are familiar, probably, that we have two ways of doing websites. So one is what we call the old way, or also refer to it as the automatic pages, meaning that as soon as you create a product on SkillPlate, whether it's and I've created two example products for you guys. So whether it's a course, community, or whatever, we are going to automatically create product pages for you. Those pages you can access when you've created the product. You need to activate those by activating their landing page. So ideally, you've already set up your product, and we are going to have different webinars and live sessions on how to properly set your product. As we promised, we're going to go in depth into the specific topics. But for now, let's say I've generated this using our AI, just a very short example course. I've added some description to it, a video, and I've activated the landing page. So what I'm about to show now, just for a couple of minutes, is the old quote-unquote way, or the automatic landing pages. So when you create whatever product and you input all the data, so titles, descriptions, images, curriculum, in this case, this was generated by our AI. So you do get automatically a landing page for each and every product, which you can use, which is going to take the styles that you've added here in the settings branding. So I've just added one simple style. I've chosen my accent color. Of course, you can upload logos here, favicon. You can choose from a variety of different fonts. You can choose how you want the buttons to look like, so rounded, soft, or fully rounded. You can choose how the boxes look like, and you can also add your custom CSS. Again, I'm not going to go into too many details regarding the automatic landing pages. So what an automatic landing page looks like is this. It's basically a template that we found out that is probably the best layout, because most course platforms like Udemy and so on, they have a very similar structure. The idea of those automatic landing pages is that you don't do anything to have them. The only thing that you need to do, again, is have a product created. It can be an AI generated product. It can be whatever product you want. And as soon as you set the product up with all the necessary information, with everything you want to add, you automatically get this page, as long as the product is, one, published, which is done in the status box, and second, the landing page is activated. And you can change the landing page URL. So you get this page out of the box, which you can start using immediately. So I've set the product, I've set a price, I've chosen the accent color to be green, and we take care of everything else. So we're going to use different shades of it, and we're going to apply this branding throughout. So meaning that you only need to set it up once, you're going to have it on all pages. The pages look great. They're great on mobile. I've added some information about me. This is not my image. But you get this immediately. So if you want to test stuff out, or you don't want to invest time using the website builder, it takes very little time. But still, if you want to get something rolled out very quickly, in that case, the automatic landing pages are for you. So those pages include the landing page. They, of course, include the checkout when you click the buy button. They also include a product listing page, which is called all products. I've created 2 products. In order for a product to appear on this automatic listing page, again, the only thing you need to do is go to the product setting and check the listed checkbox. This means that on the all products page listing, you're going to see all products that are listed, and you can navigate to each product. This is my community product that I've created. The previous one was the course product that I showed you. So a couple of specifics here, and I'm going to go to the course product again. So the page is as is, meaning that you can change the content. So you can change the title, the subtitle, you can change, of course, the price, the curriculum, the description, the educator information, and so on, but you cannot change the layout. So the whole idea for this is that those landing pages are quick to set up, so you can start selling or delivering the products to your customers immediately. The downside is that you cannot customize them apart from styling them. Of course, you can do some magic with some custom CSS and with some custom JavaScript, but ideally you would use those just as a starting point. One question that we've been getting a lot is, by default, when you open your primary domain, if you do not have a website, if you do not use the website builder, is that you, by default, we're going to try and take people to their product listing, meaning the products that they have access to. If people are not logged in, we are, of course, going to take them to the login screen by default. So we heard your feedback, and for some people, this wasn't the desired behavior. So you can, again, all of this is assuming you're not using the website builder, but you can change actually the home page when you open your domain. If you go to the settings, general, we have a new section here called homepage, and you can choose the homepage. By default, it's the user's products, but you can change it to the product listing page, to the login, or to whatever product page you want. So for example, if I change this to development community, for example, this means that when I open either my internal SkillPlate domain, or if you've connected a domain of your own, and I click this, it's going to take me to the development community. So you can have a different homepage depending on what you need. Okay, so this is about everything that I'm going to go into regarding the automating pages. And now we're going to move to the website builder. So before I actually share my screen again and show you everything, the idea of the website builder is to give you all the freedom to create whatever website you want, whether it's a simple landing page, maybe just one page, whether it's a complete website with all your pages, with a blog, with information about you as a creator, about what you do, and so on. We wanted to allow people to create this in a very straightforward, and you see from what I'm going to show you, easy, but at the same time, very configurable way. Wherein the automatic pages, you can only change the content and the branding. Here, you basically have control over everything. And I'm going to show you in details. So in order to start using the website builder, first you need to choose a theme. And we've been getting a lot of questions regarding paid versus free themes. So all the themes are offer the same functionality, meaning that whether it's a free or a paid theme, all the sections, all the settings, everything that you can do with a paid theme, you can do with the free themes. The paid themes are there just to save you time in setting things up. So we've created and I'm going to show you different themes. As you know, the starter and the starter darker, the free ones. So the other themes are created for you to be able to save you time, basically. So maybe if you're selling some development courses or products related to development, you would choose this theme. If it's something regarding mentoring, probably this one. But again, all themes, and I can't stress this enough, all themes have the same functionality. You can do whatever you can do with the paid theme, you can do with the free theme. This is our whole idea for SkillPlate in general. You shouldn't have to pay more for additional functionality. You should pay more if you use more and thus earn more. So for the example that I'm going to show you, I've chosen one of the paid themes. And first of all, when you decide to use the website builder, and again, you don't have to if you don't want to, but after this webinar, you're going to see why you might want to. So after choosing a theme and clicking add theme, it's going to install the theme in your store. And to be able to use the website, you just need to start customizing. But, and this is something that we've been getting a lot of questions about, in order for people, other people, so your clients, your potential clients and so on, to see the website, you need to first activate this. Until you do, the stuff that I told you before regarding the homepage and the automatic landing pages are the way to go. So whatever page you create here, whether or not you publish it, you save it as draft, you set it as homepage, and so on and so on, nothing is going to be live unless you activate the website. This is a great way for you to actually customize everything, build everything out, because if you're logged in to the admin, you can preview each and every page and you can see how your website is going to look before you actually activate it. So this gives you enough time to safely build what you want to build. So once you choose the theme, and of course you can have multiple themes installed at the same time, you can even, you can even duplicate a theme, meaning that if you want to, you have a current website that's live, but you want to upgrade it, let's say a new version of the website, adding more pages and so on, you can also duplicate the theme, and this theme is going to be draft. Again, you will be able to preview it. You will be able to even share a preview link, maybe to members of your team or to some peers of yours that you want to get feedback from and so on. So it's quite flexible that way. The other thing before we actually dive into the website builder itself is the pages. So by default, when you install a theme, each theme, and this is again true for both the paid and the free themes, is going to come with a few pages out of the box. So one page is the home page, the other is the about page, contact us page, and all products page, which if you have products created is going to list all your currently published products. This saves a lot of time initially. So for each product that you have, we are going to create a product page, and I'm going to go deeper into that in a bit. Those are the different types. So website pages, those are system pages. They come with installing the theme. Product pages are the product pages for each and every one of your products. Landing pages is something that we're going to cover. By default, you're not going to have any landing pages when you install a fresh theme. So you can make, by default, the home page is of course the home page, and you cannot delete this obviously. You can duplicate each and every page you want and then style it a bit. This is a request that we got probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, where people would build the page they want, but they wanted to make a copy of this page, maybe change some of the layouts, some of the texts, and use it to A/B test stuff out. So you can make each and every page the home page. You just need to set it as home. By default, all of those pages that we create are published, but again, they're not accessible. I'm going to show you. They're not accessible until you make the website active. So until you make it active, it's whatever home page you set in settings general. And when you activate the website, this becomes your primary website. So this home page stops working. Basically, it's not going to take you to development community. It's going to take you to whatever page is marked as home. You can unpublish a page. Again, everything you do, whether it's that website is deactivated, pages are published or draft or whatever, you as a logged in admin, you can preview everything. So now, let me just check. Yeah. So now we are going to activate the website. It gives a confirmation and so on and so on. We click activate, and now when we open the homepage URL, it is going to open the homepage of our theme, whatever homepage we've chosen. Simple enough. Okay, so I'm going to close this automatic page. We don't need it anymore. So now, to access each and every page, you can search for pages, of course. You can click on the page. And before we move to the website builder, just a few controls. So if you want to get I'm going to open this in a new tab. If you want to get the URL for a specific page, you have a couple of options. So you can click copy URL, which is going to copy the URL that you can give to your customers. This is the public URL. And this is different because it can be a bit confusing, but the URL for the home page, as you very well know, is the domain itself without any slug behind it or whatever. This URL will not open the home page. This is the URL for the website builder. So to get the URL, you can either get it through here, or you can click view site, which is basically going to open the site for you to preview. And it's going to open the current page that you're on. So now, pages. Before we actually move to customizing each and every section and how it works, I want to basically guide you through the builder interface. So we have the top navigation, which contains the different previews, so tablet, mobile, or desktop. This is the inspector. So by default, when you hover, whatever you hover, so each and every button, each and every text, and so on, it is going to, when you click on it, it is going to open the settings for it. So if you don't want this, you can just disable the inspector and you can browse it like a regular website. Okay, so the top navigation, it contains the settings, which we're going to open right now. It contains a list of all your pages, so you can navigate through pages, because you cannot by clicking this. Clicking this will open the settings for this specific link. You have a button to view site, and you have two buttons which are publish and save. Those activate as soon as you change whatever. So I'm going to just add a space here, and those two buttons slide up. So you have two options here. Save would save your changes only locally, only for within the website builder, meaning that even on live pages, you can make edits which only you and the other admins are going to see. And I'm going to show you an example. I'm going to just add 3 exclamation marks here. I'm going to save the page, and then I'm going to refresh here, which is the published page. As you can see, the exclamation marks are not here. As soon as a page is just saved, you are going to have the publish button. This means that this page is going to go live with the current version, and all people that are not admins and logged in the website builder are going to be able to access it. If a page is only saved and not published, you do have a preview button. So if you click this, you are going to see the page as a preview, and it says you're previewing whatever theme. And it does have the exclamation points. So people who do not have this, who are not logged into the admin panel, or do not have the preview link, which you can get from here, so you can share your preview, even of live pages, of the changes you're currently making with your team, or maybe if you have a dedicated team who's working on your website, they can make changes and they can send you preview links for you to approve. So those will not go live until the page is published. So now when I've made all the changes I want, I can then click publish. And now if we go to this, we are going to see the exclamation points. We can close the preview now. So now this is live, everyone can see it. So this is the top navigation. So the button settings here is basically your main control panel, let's call it, for the website. So the first tab is layout. Those are all the sections that the current page you're viewing, and again, you can change pages from here, all the sections that the current page has. So this is a list, and you can probably see that sections are grouped. So the announcement bar, the header, the footer, and the promotional pop-up are what we call common sections, meaning that those sections are the same throughout your website unless you are working on a landing page, which we're going to get into a bit later. Meaning that if I disable the announcement bar, for example, click publish. Now when I go here, the announcement bar is going to be gone. In whatever pages I go to, maybe click courses, the announcement bar is gone. So those common sections, announcement bar, header, they're separated visually. Footer and promotional pop-up, they are for your whole website. This is very convenient because otherwise if you have 30 pages, you need to disable the announcement bar on each and every one of them. I'm just going to keep the announcement bar for now. So each and every page, as you saw with the announcement bar, the header, the footer, and the promotional pop-up can be turned on and off. You can do this also with the hide button. So if I click hide, it's going to hide this section. It's not deleted, meaning that you can still make changes to it. If you've created a section and you've made it the way you want, you've styled it and so on, it is still going to be here. So you can toggle it basically. The sections, of course, you can reorder. For example, if for some reason I want to move the testimonials above the banner section, I can do it like this, just drag and drop, or I can use a button, move down, and it's going to swap their places. So whatever you decide to do, you can just either do it via drag and drop, or you can do it with, so now if I publish and I open the home page, we are going to see the testimonials above the main banner. It's not a good usability example. You probably don't want to do this, but just to show you. Okay,